But one of his things is the idea that words are extremely subjective. They have no objective meaning to them. And so her question to me was, if you're trying to convey some kind of objective meaning with your words, then that falls into the same category of morality. It's really, in general, a social construct. We just agree that certain words have certain meanings, and that's really about all there is. Same thing with morality. So the first thing that I would love for you to do, Tim, is to define, from your understanding, this idea of objectivity and subjectivity. What do those words mean, and how should we be thinking about them?
Yeah, that's a great question. The word subjective really has to do with one's personal opinions and their feelings on a matter, right? The way they see things. But the word objective has to do with facts that correspond to reality, no matter what anybody thinks to the contrary. So, you'll often hear guys like Ben Shapiro, he says, well, facts don't care about your feelings. That's kind of his famous tagline. What he's trying to convey there is that there's objective truth versus subjective truth. Subjective truth, he's saying that's your opinions, that's your feelings on the matter, but the facts are the facts, no matter what you think. So many people today will talk about your truth, that you can have your truth and I can have my truth. And even many politicians today say things like that you can have your truth and I can have my truth. And that's really pretty scary when you think about it, when lawmakers have a horrible undergirding philosophical worldview. But a statement is so, okay, so what is truth? Pilate asked that of Jesus a couple thousand years ago. And I once asked J.P. Moreland the same question.
Yeah.
And he says, well, a statement is true if it corresponds to reality. And I immediately followed that with, well, what is reality? And Dr. Moreland said, reality is the way things are, no matter what anybody thinks.
Okay.
So reality is the way things are.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that clip of the conversation that I had with Dr. Tim Stratton. If you're interested in watching the entire conversation that I had with Dr. Stratton, you can go ahead and click here. As always, if you are dealing with deconstruction, I would invite you to subscribe. Thanks. We'll see you next time on Dealing with Deconstruction.